Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to share my top favorite affordable liquid blushes that look incredible on brown dusky skin tones. I wanted to only show the type of liquid blushes that show up on dusky deep skin tones. So I've got 10 absolutely beautiful looking blushes to share with you all. So all of these blushes look really beautiful on brown deep Indian skin tones and they are all from the affordable category. I have blushes starting from 100 rupees and going up until rupees 1000, so I've kept the pricing spectrum within that. Alright, the first one is the L18 two-timing lip and cheek tint. So just like the name suggests, it's a lip and cheek tint and not exactly a liquid blusher, but it works absolutely fabulous on top of your makeup as well, and even without a makeup, as a no makeup kind of a blusher on bare skin. I've got this in the shade Tropicana. This literally retails for 150 rupees and most of the times you can find it at a great discount. It's so beautiful. It's a literal dupe for the Benefit Love Tint. The Benefit Benetint is more pink and berry, but this one is more on the orange red side, and I feel like these kind of tones look really pretty on warm dusky deep skin tone, so that it works pretty well with your fingertips as well, blends so beautifully, and a brush also works amazingly well with this tint. You can also use this on your lip as a beautiful natural tint. I absolutely love this product. It's not an extremely long lasting product, I would like to mention that, but considering the price, I think L18 nailed it with this lip and cheek tint. It's a great product. I absolutely love it. Even the packaging is so cute. Next blusher that I have is absolutely a gorgeous, almost like a brown mauve kind of a shade for us dusky brown girls. So I'm talking about the Diam Beauty Cheek Affair blusher in the shade Cinnamon Swirl. It comes in this really gorgeous, luxurious looking packaging with a nice doe foot applicator. I actually thought that it would look a lot more terracotta on me, but I was so wrong. This is a beautiful mauvey brown shade on my skin tone. I absolutely love it. This can be used as a great bronzing shade on my skin tone, so I can just go ahead and skip the bronzer part if I want to just wear the blusher alone with an impact of a bronzer and a blush. The formula is also gorgeous. It blends very effortlessly on the skin and you need just the tiniest bit of it to go on your cheeks. Blends pretty well on the skin as well. I absolutely love everything about this blusher. I can see that this particular shade is out of stock everywhere and that's worrying me a little bit, because this is such a gorgeous blusher for us brown girls, and please, Diam Beauty, do not discontinue it. I love it, and a lot of brown skin tone women also love this particular shade, so I absolutely love this blusher, and is also not very expensive. Considering Diam Beauty's other products are a bit more expensive, this is one of their affordable products and it performs literally like a high-end product. It's that great. Okay, the next one is from a really good brand. I love this brand and most of their products work pretty well for me. So this is the Revolution Blush Balm. I believe this is their Y2K collection and this is in the shade That's Fly Nude. They only have two shades in this particular blusher range. This one and a more pinky one, and I opted for the nude one. It's a chubby little container. Love the holographic cap. It also has a doe foot applicator, and this particular shade is just the most beautiful nude mauve brown shade for us brown girls. This is just gonna be a perfect everyday kind of a blusher and it looks very dewy on the skin, so it's gonna make your skin look more healthier as well while adding that color. When I received it, I thought that it looks so light, so I may not like it, but I was so wrong. When I put it on the cheeks, it looks absolutely beautiful. On my skin tone, it's the perfect mauve brown nude shade, so absolutely love this one, and is also pretty spreadable and easy to work with on the cheeks, so really like this one from Revolution. The next one that I have is Love Child by Masaba Band Baja blush. So this comes in this tube packaging and I've got this in the shade Cinnamon Choli, and it's kind of like a hybrid between a mousse and a liquid, so you gotta actually squeeze out the product from this tube. It doesn't have any nozzle or anything, And believe me when I say this, you just need the tiniest dot of this blusher because it is intense. It's a beautiful toasted cinnamon shade with a lot of rust undertones to it, and oh my god, it looks very beautiful, lively and perfect on the skin for us brown girls. So I would suggest that don't put it directly on the skin, take it on the back of your hand and just dot one dot on your cheek and work it out. It's not an extremely easy product to work with, so I would like to give my caution to you. But once it's blended out, it is so beautiful and very long lasting on the skin as well. Considering I have an extremely oily skin type, this lasts pretty long on my oily skin, and I absolutely love how this shade looks on my skin tone, and I highly recommend this to people who have even more darker chocolatey skin tones than what I have as well, because it's extremely pigmented. I'm sure it's going to show up on a lot of deeper skin tones. So if you're someone who has a chocolatey deep skin tone, have been disappointed with a lot of liquid blushes that do not show up on your skin, try this one. You won't be disappointed at all. Okay, the next one that I have is from E.l.f. Cosmetics. This is their new launch in India. So this is their camo liquid blush in the shade Suave Mauve. It's like a beautiful nude mauve pink shade on me. Although it seemed like a mauve brown on a lot of different fairer and medium skin toned women, but on me it comes off as a pinky mauve and it's a bit more bright. On my skin tone, the brown doesn't show up that much as it does on a lot of lighter skin tones. But I absolutely adore the formula of this blusher. It's so easy to work with. It just blends itself on the skin when you touch your brush on the cheeks. It's that easy, and it has got this tiny micro shimmers in it that doesn't really translate on your cheeks. Initially when I got it, I thought, oh my god, it's got shimmer, so it's gonna accentuate all the texture on my skin, but no, I was so wrong. It does not accentuate any texture on my skin, and it's the most beautiful formula and a beautiful everyday nude pink shade on my skin tone. On my skin tone, it works pretty well. Probably if you're one or two shades darker, it might work, but not beyond that. I would like to put it out there. I really wish that they launched the shade Bronzed Bombshell, which I have with me, and it's a very similar shade to that of the Diam Beauty one that I showed you, but unfortunately they did not launch every single shade in this collection. Okay, the next one that I have is from Makeup Revolution, and let me tell you that I've literally beat the shit out of this blusher. So this is their super dewy liquid blusher in the shade Blush Me Up, and oh my god, it's such a gorgeous blusher that I literally went crazy when I got it. I used to use this for every single makeup look that I did, and it goes with literally any kind of makeup look. If you can see the packaging, I've squeezed out most of the product out from this little tube, but it's so good. It's one of those liquid blushes that looks incredible on all skin tones, and all brown women should own this. It's that good. It's a beautiful dewy finish on the skin, spreads very easily just like their other liquid blusher, and you need the tiniest bit of this liquid blusher to show up on your skin tone. I would describe this as a deep dusty rose color for us brown girls, and it looks gorgeous on my skin tone. You can wear this for your everyday looks as well as for your glam party looks as well. It looks gorgeous, and it also lasts pretty well on the skin. Although I would like to add that if you have this blusher for a while, it may dry out in the tube like how this one has. I had forgotten about this blush for a while and it has dried up in the tube, so that's one concern that I have. But other than that, the shade is to die for if you have brown skin tones too. So the next one is a recent purchase, and I really liked it. Although I would like to mention that this looked like a different shade on the Nykaa app, and when it came to me, it was a whole another shade. So I'm talking about the Forever 52 Juicy Cheeks. This is in the shade GCB004. This looked like a really nice, rich brown nude shade, but when it came to me, it's a bright orangey coral kind of a shade, and that's exactly what it is. So it's got a little bit of a pump mechanism, and you gotta dispense the product. And now this one is also extremely pigmented, and you have to be quite cautious when you put it on the skin. It's a beautiful, beautiful orangey coral kind of a shade, and it really livens up my skin tone so beautifully. I love it about that. So it comes off a bit liquidy, and once it's applied on the cheeks, it's like a satiny matte kind of a finish, which I kind of prefer over dewy blushes on my oily skin. These kind of satin matte finishes work on a lot of different skin types as well, so I really like the finish and formula of this liquid blusher. Okay, the next one is another liquid blush that I absolutely fell in love as soon as I use it. I would like to say it's fairly a new product in the market. So this is the Kiro Lip and Cheek Tint. It comes in this chubby little tube with a fat doe foot applicator. Again, you can use this on your cheeks, eyes and lips. It's got a beautiful fruity scent as well, which I like. This is in the shade Raspberry Compote, which is a beautiful shade for us brown girls, and is quite pigmented. Again, the finish is a bit more dewy and healthy on the cheeks, but not as dewy as the Revolution ones. But still, it adds a beautiful little healthy glow on the cheeks, which I love. And I would say that these last a bit longer than the Revolution blush bombs. And the shade again is a beautiful berry coral kind of a shade. Looks absolutely beautiful on my brown skin. It just livens up my complexion so beautifully. It will work on even deeper complexions than what I am as well. I like this product more on my cheeks than on my lips, because on my lips I have a bit of a pigmentation, and this doesn't look that great on my lips. It kind of looks a bit washed out. I always use this as a blusher rather than a lip tint. This product goes on a great discount, around 600 rupees or so. So just buy it during those times. Okay, the next one that I have is a recent launch from Mars. Mars just nails it and kills it with their products and their pricing. And this is such a beautiful one again. They nailed it with this one. So this is the Blush R Liquid Blusher, and I've got this in the shade Night Glow, which is, oh my god, such a deep beetroot berry kind of a shade. So it comes in this color coded packaging with a little bit of a nozzle, so you can really control the amount of product you're squeezing out from this tube. And let me tell you, you just need the tiniest dot of this blusher. Just this much is enough to cover both your cheeks. It's that pigmented. The formula is unlike any other. It's like a gel liquid hybrid, and it blends so beautifully on the cheeks. Almost feels like water on the cheeks when you're blending it. Just look at that. It literally looks like a lipstick shade. That's how intense it is. This one has to be the most intense blusher that I'm showing you in this video, and also is so affordable. I believe this retails for just 250 rupees. Oh my god, I cannot believe how Mars does that every time with such great quality. It's a beautiful blusher. It blends out pretty well. Just look at that. It's a beautiful shade. Highly recommend this shade to all the chocolatey deep skin tones out there on a budget. Okay, the final product that I have is not actually marketed as a cheek product, but actually as a lip tint. But I always use this only on my cheeks, and it works so beautifully every time I use it. And this is the Peripera Ink Velvet Tint, and this is in the shade 02, which is like a bright red shade. Although the bottle looks like a dusty red, the actual shade is pretty bright and red with a lot of warm undertones to it. The reason it works so beautifully on the cheeks and spreads and blends and stays put on my cheeks is because it's that velvety cushiony formula, and it is quite intense and rich. So just one dot on each cheeks works so brilliantly well as a cheek tint. Really love this formula. It's very soft and blurry as well, so when it goes on the cheeks, it also adds to that blurriness and just literally smoothens out your cheeks, and it's the most beautiful healthy flush to your cheeks. Really love this product. If there is any brown nude shade, I would absolutely give it a go from this range of Peripera Ink Velvet tints. This is also one of those deep shades that's gonna work brilliantly on a lot of different brown skin tones. So those were all the liquid blushes I wanted to talk about in today's video. All of these blushes show up really well on deeper skin tones, so that's the reason these made it to this video today. Everything is super affordable. You can pick and choose according to your budget and liking. I will be making a similar video for cream blushes as well, so don't worry about it. All the products that I mentioned in today's video will be linked in the description box as usual. I really hope that you guys found this video useful and helpful and enjoyed watching it. If you did, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment, and do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Also hit the bell notification to get notified each time I upload a new video on my channel. Take care of yourselves and I shall see you guys soon in my next one. Bye.